The 1984 movie Red Dawn isn't just a Cold War relic. It's a masterclass in survival, resilience, and resistance. In a world where geopolitical tensions are rising, this fictional tale of invasion offers lessons every prepper should take to heart. From quick decision-making to the power of teamwork, Red Dawn explores what it takes to endure the unimaginable. Today, we're unpacking those lessons, blending them with practical prepping strategies, and asking the tough question, are you truly prepared to survive and resist? If you enjoy insights like this, hit that subscribe button for more content from Doomsday Prepper, where we arm you with the knowledge and skills to tackle any crisis. The story of Red Dawn. A world turned upside down, Red Dawn begins with a peaceful morning in small-town Colorado. High school students are in class, football players are preparing for their next game, and life feels routine. Suddenly, paratroopers descend from the sky, and everything changes. Soviet and Cuban forces take control of the town in a matter of hours, leaving citizens powerless and afraid. This abrupt invasion is a reminder of how quickly normal life can be disrupted. While the scenario is fictional, real-world parallels exist. Think of how quickly the world changed during events like 9/11, the COVID-19 pandemic, or even natural disasters like Hurricane Katrina. These moments teach us that being prepared isn't just about having gear. It's about expecting the unexpected and staying adaptable. The Wolverines, a group of teenagers, manage to escape into the mountains before the town is fully overtaken. From there, they begin their journey as survivors and freedom fighters. What follows is a powerful story of resilience, sacrifice, and the fight for freedom. Immediate action. Why every second matters. The Wolverines' decision to flee immediately is a key survival lesson. In the chaos of the invasion, they don't wait for authorities to intervene or for the situation to stabilize. They grab supplies, weapons, and transportation and head for the wilderness. This quick decision saves their lives. In a real-world emergency, hesitation can be costly. Whether it's a natural disaster, civil unrest, or an invasion, the first minutes and hours are critical. Roads become clogged, supplies disappear, and the window for safe evacuation closes fast. Preppers know that having a plan in place can eliminate costly delays. A ready-to-go bug-out bag, a predetermined route, and a clear understanding of potential threats are essential to staying ahead of the chaos. This lesson isn't just about speed, it's about confidence in your plan. When disaster strikes, will you freeze or will you act? When the Wolverines make their escape, they are forced to make snap decisions based on what they have and the resources available. This improvisational thinking is crucial in any crisis. Often, we can't predict how things will unfold, and being flexible and resourceful can make the difference between life and death. Leveraging the wilderness, the ultimate survival resource. The Colorado wilderness becomes the Wolverines' sanctuary. While harsh and unforgiving, it offers safety, resources, and a base of operations. The group uses their knowledge of the area to evade capture, forage for food, and build shelter. For modern preppers, this raises an important question. How well do you know your environment? If you live in an urban area, do you have an escape plan that leads to a safe zone? If you live in a rural area, are you familiar with the local flora and fauna, water sources, and natural shelters? Survival in the wild requires skills that go beyond basic camping. It's about understanding how to navigate without GPS, finding and purifying water, and recognizing edible plants. Start building these skills now through hands-on experience. Take wilderness survival courses, practice fire-making techniques, and familiarize yourself with your local terrain. In a crisis, the natural world can be your greatest ally or your greatest challenge. Take, for instance, the ability to build a shelter quickly. In Red Dawn, the group has to use their surroundings to craft a place to sleep and protect themselves from the elements. Knowing how to make a shelter out of available materials, be it branches, tarps, or even snow, is an invaluable skill. Practice this in your backyard or during camping trips to ensure you're ready when the time comes. In addition to shelter, the Wolverines also need to source food. The wilderness is full of wild animals, but tracking them and hunting them takes skill. The Wolverines learn to use makeshift weapons, like bows and arrows, which shows the importance of resourcefulness. For preppers, this could mean knowing how to hunt, trap, or fish, and even how to make tools out of natural resources. The power of unity. Why you need a community. The Wolverines are a testament to the strength of teamwork. As individuals, they might not have survived long in the mountains, but together, they pool their skills, support one another, and create a cohesive unit capable of extraordinary things. Prepping is often seen as a solitary activity, but the truth is that survival is rarely a solo endeavor. A trusted community, whether it's family, friends, or a local prepping group, can provide skills, resources, and emotional support that you simply can't replicate on your own. In a prolonged crisis, a network of allies can mean the difference between survival and failure. Building a community starts with trust and shared values. Look for like-minded individuals in your area, whether through social media, local meetups, or survival workshops. Train together, share resources, and establish communication plans. The time to build these connections is now, not during the chaos of a disaster. And community isn't just about people, it's about the systems you put in place. For example, in Red Dawn, the Wolverines don't just fight together, they rely on one another's skills. One might be better at building shelters, while another is a better shot. In a prepper community, it's important to identify each member's strengths and weaknesses, ensuring that the group is well-rounded and capable of handling various survival tasks. A prepper community is also crucial for mental resilience. In extreme situations, the emotional toll can be overwhelming. Having others to lean on can keep morale high, especially when times are tough. Group activities like communal gardening, joint defense training, or simply sharing stories can help build the strong bonds that will get you through hard times. Guerrilla tactics, lessons in resistance. One of the most gripping aspects of Red Dawn is the Wolverines' transformation into guerrilla fighters. With no formal training, they adopt hit-and-run tactics to disrupt the enemy's operations. They ambush patrols, destroy supply lines, and use the element of surprise to their advantage. While most of us won't find ourselves in a position to engage in armed resistance, the principles of guerrilla tactics have broader applications. In a crisis, understanding how to move undetected, secure resources covertly, and protect yourself from threats can be invaluable. Consider incorporating tactical skills into your prepping plan. Learn how to navigate terrain without being seen, communicate securely, and create distractions if necessary. These skills aren't about aggression, they're about survival in hostile environments. Guerrilla tactics also involve using the environment to your advantage. In the case of the Wolverines, they use their knowledge of the terrain to stage ambushes in locations where the enemy is most vulnerable. In a modern context, this could mean understanding how to use your home or local environment for defensive purposes, creating escape routes, and setting up traps if needed. Mental toughness, the hidden challenge of survival. Surviving isn't just a physical challenge, it's a mental one. The Wolverines face overwhelming fear, grief, and uncertainty as they fight to survive. They lose friends and family, witness unimaginable horrors, and struggle with the moral weight of their actions. Yet they press on, fueled by their determination to resist. For preppers, this underscores the importance of mental resilience. In high-stress situations, fear and panic can cloud your judgment and drain your energy. Building mental toughness requires practice and preparation. Regularly exposing yourself to controlled stress, whether through physical training, survival drills, or even cold showers, can help you stay calm under pressure. Mindset is just as important as skills and supplies. A determined, adaptable attitude can carry you through even the darkest times. Practicing mindfulness, self-care, and stress management techniques will also help maintain clarity when decisions are life or death. In a world of uncertainty, mental resilience can be your strongest weapon. The Wolverines show us that it's not just about the physical fight, it's about the will to keep fighting, even when it seems hopeless. Applying Red Dawn to modern threats. While the idea of a Soviet invasion may seem outdated, the lessons of Red Dawn are more relevant than ever. Today's threats are more complex and less predictable. Cyber attacks, economic collapse, and political unrest are just a few of the challenges we face in the 21st century. Imagine a massive cyber attack that takes down the power grid. Suddenly, there's no electricity, no communication, and no access to digital banking. Panic spreads as people scramble for food, water, and information. This scenario isn't far-fetched. It's a very real possibility. Red Dawn teaches us that survival is about preparation, adaptability, and community. By applying these principles to modern threats, we can build a stronger foundation for resilience. The elements of survival haven't changed. They've simply evolved. We still need to be adaptable, resourceful, and united. In modern times, we also need to be aware of emerging threats that could create situations similar to the one presented in Red Dawn. Whether it's a cyber attack, economic collapse, or civil unrest, being prepared for the unknown is key to survival. The lessons we learned from the Wolverines' resilience, acting fast, working as a team, and using our environment are just as crucial today as they were in the 1980s. So, how can you apply the lessons of Red Dawn to your own prepping strategy? 1. Build a solid escape plan. Like the Wolverines, you need to have a quick exit strategy if things go south. A bug-out bag, a mapped-out escape route, and multiple ways to communicate with loved ones are essential. Don't wait for the last minute. Being prepared to leave your home quickly is critical in times of crisis. 2. Master wilderness survival. Whether you're urban or rural, understanding the basics of surviving in the wild can make all the difference. Learn to forage, purify water, build shelter, and hunt or trap food. These skills will help you thrive when infrastructure fails. 3. Strengthen your community. As the Wolverines demonstrated, survival is a team effort. Connect with local preppers, share skills, and practice together. Your community will be your lifeline in times of need. 4. Stay mentally resilient. Mental toughness is a major theme in Red Dawn. In a crisis, fear, confusion, and stress will test your limits. Build mental resilience by staying calm under pressure, practicing mindfulness, and training yourself to think clearly when things get tough. 5. Prepare for guerrilla tactics. While you may not need to engage in active combat, understanding how to evade, outsmart, and outlast threats is a critical skill. Learn to use your environment, move stealthily, and create contingencies in case your safety is at risk. 6. Be ready for unexpected threats. Whether it's a natural disaster, a pandemic, or a political crisis, don't think in terms of one specific event. Be ready for all possibilities and tailor your prepping plans to adapt to changing circumstances. As we wrap up today's video, remember that Red Dawn is not just a story. It's a simulation of survival in a rapidly changing world. By learning from the Wolverines, we can better prepare ourselves for the worst-case scenario. Whether it's an invasion, an economic collapse, or a societal breakdown, the key is being ready for anything and having the skills, mindset, and community to endure. That's all for today, folks. If you found these lessons helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share the video with fellow preppers, and subscribe to Doomsday Prepper for more survival tips, strategies, and thought-provoking scenarios. Stay strong, stay prepared. And remember, survival is not just about surviving the event, it's about thriving through it. Until next time, take care and keep prepping.